Hello Scorpio, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is your weekly read for the week of the 3rd to the 9th of August 2020. Scorpio, it's the weekend when I'm publishing this, which means I've got a half price reading sale going on at the moment. This weekend it's on my Your Next Steps read. So it's a 3-page reading. I get it out within 24 hours if you're ordering it, same as all my readings. And this goes into your next 5 steps. So what the universe and your higher self requires from you to get you to where you need to be to have the things that you want. So if want a new relationship or a new job or success or money, whatever it is that you want, and if it's a few things that you want as well, the steps, we've got to take action toward it, right? Whether that's inner changes or outer changes, whether we need to do something, put something out there into the world. Your higher self knows what you need to do. So it's a bit of a blueprint for moving forward. They're very popular, these readings, very empowering as well. So this weekend they're 75 Australian dollars instead of 150 Australian dollars, which is about 50 American instead of 100 American. I haven't actually checked that exchange rate lately, but I think it's about that. It's somewhere around there anyway. So if you want to book in for one of those, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box below, and you can find it on my website, behealing.com. That's behealing.com. Scorpio, let's get a tarot card out for you. This is the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. Just saw 1, 2, 3 there. Steps forward. So we've got a really interesting week for the collective. Did you watch the collective one already? So a bit of a time out to get refocused again. You've got 2 cards there. Interesting. So something that you've been moving forward on, it's like a time out to make sure you're going in the right direction. Bits of a tweak. A bit of a tweak, or some tweaking going on this week. Let's see. Oh, right. You've got Scorpio, the 8 of emotions here. She's parched. Look, she's in the desert there. The sun isn't out. A bit of an eclipse going on by the look of it. And she's like, you know how people used to get scared. You know the whole Christmas tree thing with Christmas lights on the Christmas tree. Well, I've heard that the story behind that is that the healer, the elder, used to set fire to a tree on the shortest day of the year to entice the sun to come back. Like the sun was just going to go away. It was just going to keep on getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And so, could be true. I don't know. But I'm getting this same kind of vibe from this card here. Is that you're parched. You're not sure things are going right. Emotionally, you're feeling you're feeling like dropping the card on the floor. Oh, it's right over there. Well, let's throw that away then. Yeah, get rid of that feeling. You are on the right track. Instead, got the Queen of Inspiration here. Look, pyramids. Interesting. So you've come out that desert now. You found the oasis. The pyramids are there. Yeah, the desert is still there. Look, Queen of Inspiration. So we've thrown the desert on the floor now, and the sun is out now. And now you're inspired, right? And so I feel like this week you could be getting some inspiration, maybe where it's been lacking before. Maybe you get new ideas. Look, it's like connecting with a third eye there. All this information is coming down from the heavens, and one is hitting her right in the third eye. So she's found that oasis. She's found like the light at the end of the tunnel, and that information is coming through. I'll get one of Colette Bone Reed's Wisdom of the Oracle cards out at the end, so stick around for that. But let's get into your story, Scorpio. What have you got going on this week? From Lynn Bell's in the self-guidance cards. Who else had this? Aquarius had this too. The sabotage card. Your first card out, the most important card of the reading. Sabotage. It's like the desert. It's really similar. Really similar energies. You've been sabotaging yourself by looking on the dark side of things. What's not going right, what you don't like in the world, how you're stuck, how you're parched, how thirsty you are, how hungry you are, what you don't have, all of that crap. It's all a sabotage, and it doesn't allow you to have what you want in your life. What allows you to have what you want in your life is focusing on what you want in your life and then going toward it in an empowered way. It's no good in looking behind you at the desert. Like, you need to look ahead at where the sun is, at the hope and the stuff like that. You're in the oasis. There's no point in looking back at the desert and going, oh, but it's dry out there. No, you got to look toward the pyramids, get that inspiration and move toward it. You're not going to get the inspiration until you actually do that. So it's time to leave the desert behind. Stop looking at what you don't have. Stop looking at what makes you feel bad. Start focusing on what you do like, and then you'll start allowing it in. So that has been a sabotage of yours, if you didn't know. And everyone's, it's a human thing. Our monkey minds, our ego mind, always tries to protect us, but it has us focusing on the stuff that we don't like, and it kills our joy. So what do you need to do instead, Scorpio? You need to follow your intuition toward joy, not follow your monkey mind toward fear and toward protection and protecting yourself from what you're fearing. Yeah. Get focused on what you want, and then you'll head toward joy, and your intuition will lead you toward that joy. It's the same as this. You get focused on the sun, and then your intuition comes in, and it gives you the right. So when you're focused on all the fears and the trouble, and you're praying, and you're like, oh my God, save me! Things are terrible. Look at the desert; it's so dry. And then you're praying for it, and then you think, oh, I was inspired to do this thing. No, you weren't. It wasn't inspiration. It was the monkey mind, the ego mind, fearful mind. That's not intuition. That's the fearful mind. And it's always the fearful mind if you're in fear. Always, always. It's never intuition. It's never intuition. It's not going to lead you anywhere good. So it's a huge call this week for you to turn that around. To stop focusing on what you don't want. Start focusing on what you do want. It's the only way that you're going to raise your vibration, which is the only way you're going to change the world. Scorpio, what else? Face the situation, gratitude. Ooh. Something that I said in Psychic Cafe this morning. I live here in Thailand, and the way many Thais live, some people would see it as extreme poverty. And I've lived in Uganda, a lot of extreme poverty there. That was 20 years ago. I don't know if it's different now, but it's likely to going to be in a mix. But when you live in a Western country and you get used to everything that Westerners have, you can get very complacent about it. Not just complacent, entitled sometimes, and you don't even see how great you've got it. Now, me living here in Thailand, the place that I've got, it's luxury. I live like a queen compared to everyone else here, or compared to a lot of people here. And I can't get complacent because of it, right? And this is what I'm getting from this. Like, don't get complacent. If you've been complacent and all entitled to all those good things that you've got, stop it, stop it, stop it. Face, maybe, well, you can't travel at the moment, borders aren't open, but maybe take a look at some other cultures and just see how much you've got, and don't be complacent about that stuff. Especially, with this COVID thing, a lot of people don't have access to some of the things that they had before, and some people are acting like complete spoiled brats because of it. And just, it's time to get really face it that you should be very grateful for the things that you've got. I'm not saying settle, I'm not saying anything like that, but just have this gratitude, just realize just how much you've got and be grateful for it, and appreciate what the world has given to you, what abundance is given to you. Acknowledge the abundance that you have. Get focused on the pyramids, on the sunshine, not on the desert. Okay. This is a very specific message. Let me see if I can say it as it just came in there. You want to start something. You want something to be in your life. You want to start something. Maybe a movement in the world, something that you want from the world, something that you want in the world, especially for yourself. You want to initiate that. Other people have initiated things, set things off within the world. You're focusing on some of those things that other people have initiated within the world, things that people have created, and it's like looking at the desert, the things that you don't like. It's the thirst, it's all dry, the sun isn't shining, you don't like it. It's stopping you from starting this new thing off that you want. If that person that you're focusing on that's done something that you don't like was focused on you and what you want to start off, they wouldn't have done it either. They wouldn't have managed it either. But they didn't do that. They focused on what they were starting and what they wanted, and they made it happen. And so this, you have to forgive them. You have to forgive what anyone else is doing in the world, what they're creating. They're getting the lessons from it. They're getting the karma from it. Don't worry. Just disregard what everyone else is doing, forgive them, and then you can get focused on what it is that you want to create in the world. And I can guarantee you it's not going to be 100% good, that you're going to be one of these people that you are not forgiving at the moment. Because nothing ever is. Everything is a balance of good and bad. Everything can be expressed negatively or positively. It's like my business, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I can see along the way how much better and better it's been. And I can look back at how I was doing it like 18 years ago, and it makes me cringe because I wasn't putting good energy out there. It was kind of judgmental. I was pushing my healing. It was judgment that I was putting out there on people, thinking that I can help everyone and that everyone needs help and stuff like that. I've come such a long way, and it's got better and better. And I can guarantee you 100%, every one of you that's watching this, what it is that you're initiating, you've got the best intention and you think it's going to be all good. You're hoping it's all going to be good. But it's not. It's going to be a mixture. And so while you're looking at these other people saying, thinking even, believing even that they had evil intentions at the start because you don't like what they've created. No, they didn't. They didn't have evil intentions, just like you don't have evil intention now in what you're initiating or what you're wanting to create. But there will be negative parts of it. Everything is a mix of the positive and negative. So whoever you're focused on that has started something in the world and you are seeing the negative parts of it, they didn't have an evil intention behind it in the first place. Nor do you. And so this is a big block that you've got, and you need to get rid of this block and forgive them. Allow people to have their own lessons and their own karma. Just stay in your own game. Stay in your own lane. Mind your own business. Get focused on your own business, what you want to initiate. So if you've been trying to start something and it's not been happening, this is the reason why it's a block. A block you can release this week. So, Scorpio. Oh, soulmates is on the bottom. Beautiful. Let's see. Let's get a final. This is Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reid. Let's get a final card for a final message for Scorpio for this week. Okay, that's too many. And you've knocked over the Queen of Inspiration. Let's try again. Final message for Scorpio for this week. Come along to Psychic Cafe sometime. It's a daily live show that I do almost every day anyway. 7 a.m. Bangkok time. Google it. What time that is in your time zone. And come along. I'll go deeper into the daily read. Pick cards out for the collective. Do mini readings for people that show up in there as well. It's a lot of fun. I like it anyway. As do the people that come along. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. You got the fate. Something is fated in your life now, and it's the path that you're taking that's fated. From the desert to the inspiration, it's fated. Not only that, I'm hearing this block that you've got is fated as well. And so the block that you've got, the very, very fact that you're focused on people that have started something off that you don't like, is you've got those within your experience, within your line of vision, your energetic vision kind of thing. You're focused on them because you're here to do something great. It's all fated. Even the blocks are fated, that's been coming up in readings so much. Even the blocks and the challenges are fated. It's part of your fate. So you've got big things to do, Scorpio, in the world. And this week is a really important week for you to get focused on what it is that you want to do and get rid of the garbage that's holding you back from doing that, and then move toward what you're fated, your fates are. This could be relationships as well, a fated relationship coming in. But I'm feeling for a lot of you, this is more about your work, something that you're here to create in the world. There you go, Scorpio. If you like this reading, please get a like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that, and how does it resonate with you? Don't forget, I've got that half-price reading sale going on this weekend. If you'd like to book in for one of those, there'll be a link around about there where the flowers are. Have an awesome week, Scorpio. I'll see you next time. Bye.